And then on the bottom where it says description, that says visiting others is always nice.
Let's see. Hey, I see J. Mary. Hey, J. Mary.
Hey, J. Mary, we know each other.
Oh, you and J. Mary know each other? That's
Yeah, through Grafted Branch Homestead.
oh. Well, you probably know a lot of these other ladies too. Then, or well, oh, and I see one that's not a lady. I think I did. I see him on Randy's this morning. Is that where you come from, Joseph? From Randy's? Because I was a ride
Which Randy?
the
And
truck
there's Aaron.
the truck driver.
Yeah, that's Missouri Outlaws, but he used to
Yeah,
go by.
yeah, Missouri Outlaw. Okay, I just call him Randy, but yeah.
And then there's guess who, Nancy.
Hey, guess who, Nancy?
And Aaron G. Droz.
Yeah, he come from your side.
Yep. And Joseph says, yes, he did come from Randy's channel.
I thought so.
Yeah, always give your thumbs up, people, and share them out. That's how she can grow.
Am I too loud?
No.
I see Joanna. Hey, Joanna. Well, you know what Aaron said, sitting here bored and I got the notification for a live stream. Well, I was sitting down there thinking nobody's live, so why don't I just go live?
You know, Aaron G. Droz, they went through Hurricane Francis went through them.
Oh,
They got
okay.
their power back today.
Okay. Then it was out for a while then. So where was he at? Louisiana, Mississippi?
Louisiana.
And Catherine in here goes in Louisiana.
See, and Nancy says, no, we love hearing your baby. In other words, hearing that sewing machine is just perfect. He's in South Louisiana.
Okay.
So he got hit pretty early during it.
Yeah.
J. Mary, you may want to restart your computer. And that may stop that from messing up. And there's Rudy.
Hey, Rudy. Welcome to this live stream through Ray.
Joanna's under a thunderstorm warning and it's raining cats, dogs, and chickens again.
Oh, well.
Yeah, but it's not coming up far enough north for me, Nancy.
We got a little bit of rain out of it, but in western Arkansas, it's rained on the eastern part of the state, but not over in my side of the state when it came through.
Mariana, it is Dace's place. Let me drop the link. Oh, I can't.
Well, let me see. I'll go see if I can give you a wrench, okay? That work?
Yeah, that way I can.
Let me get over there. Oh, you'll have to type something though, won't you? Type something so I can see your name.
There you go.
Okay.
You probably have to wait for the heart to get out of the way so you could
I
get to
done
those
it.
buttons.
Yeah, give it just a second. It ought to show up.
Oh, there, it showed up now.
You know,
Okay, now
it's probably been a year since Vay's been up on my channel, but she's been
it's
here
been that
before.
long?
I bet it has. I bet it was last summer, wasn't it? The summer, not this past, but the summer before.
I don't know. You were doing some canning, I think.
Well, I was making, I think, blackberry jelly or something, but you said you
Yeah.
were gonna send you some, but you said the sugar you couldn't have it, so I never did send you any. But
No, it's I try to well, I could have jams and jelly. I just have to be careful. There you go. There's the link to my channel. Aaron, did you yeah, you were watching Matt a little bit ago. Poor Matt's got shingles. He was on very short, Jay Mary. He has shingles and he's very sick, but he wanted to come on for a few minutes at least.
oh, shingles. That's not. I've never had them, but I hear they're bad.
Yeah, he said it's like you got red hot needles sticking in you.
Hmm.
It's very painful, he says.
Yeah. And Joseph, should I stay up all night till I finish this? No.
Yeah, he's pretty sick, and his wife, after a few minutes, told him he had to sign off because he needs to get back to bed.
Mm.
Because you have the flu-like symptoms and you have all the pain. Yeah, if you didn't catch right at the beginning, Jay Mary, you missed him. I live in Franklin, Ohio. That's between Dayton and Cincinnati. See, Middletown is right in the middle between Dayton and Cincinnati, and I'm just north of Middletown. So where are you from, Nancy? Yeah, you're about an hour and a half from me, Joseph. Paducah, Kentucky. I've never heard of that. Hey, Stu from the Bud Files.
Hey, Bud Files.
No, J. Mary, I live in Ohio, not Michigan. At one time, I lived right at the border town of Toledo, because Ohio and Michigan fought for Toledo. They both wanted it.
Uh,
No, I lived about 10, 15 minutes away from QuailCon, which is in Miamisburg
mm,
at my Shire Farm. And I got to meet Farmer Casey this year. And I got a hug from him. And he gave me a t-shirt too. J. Mary, I have been to every single QuailCon there's been. Yeah, I'm also a vendor at QuailCon. Craft On is here.
hey, Pam. Oh no. Did you read what she wrote?
Yeah, I did now.
Yeah.
Oh no, that is really bad. That's one way to ruin a prom.
Yeah.
I'm glad he just brought one. I'm glad there wasn't no repercussion of it.
No. Home. It was a homecoming dance, I guess. Hmm?
Yeah, it's a prom. She said prom. When my alarm goes off, that means I have to leave.
That means you have to leave when it goes off?
Yeah, because that means it's time to take Lucy potty.
Oh. Well, how much longer is that going to be?
Oh, 15 minutes.
Oh, that's not long. Somebody come on up here before they has to leave.
Well, see, I can procrastinate it a little bit.
Okay. But they can still join you up here.
Yeah, come on up, people.
And
Aaron, are you still in here? Aaron needs come up. Did you didn't pin your thing to the top
did
where people can join it?
did I not pin it?
No,
Okay.
it's not pinned.
All right. Let me go see.
Yeah, you didn't pin it.
Now it's
Yeah,
pinned.
now you can do it.
I thought I had, but I didn't. Hello, Joyce, and I missed somebody else a minute ago.
Oh, where are you giving eggs away at, Aaron? Oh, Joanna. Sherry Hawkins is here.
Hey, Sherry and Joyce and whoever else I
Joyce.
missed.
Well, I tell you what, Rita, the last 2 months has put some gray in my hair. Right here. See that?
It's still not like this, but oh, Joanna's going to stick the chickens. I don't know. I think some quail would be interesting to do, but I just don't know about how to get started. What kind of cages and stuff I need.
You know, Aaron says that he's giving away eggs on his Facebook farm page and his YouTube page. One entry for following each of them.
Okay.
Which
So
kind of eggs you giving away? Chicken eggs, quail eggs?
So if I won, he would send me some eggs that I could put in the incubator and hatch out me some quail.
Yeah, I think if he's giving away quail eggs, he's also got chicken eggs too. On my night bot. Oh, you guys can't see it. When it gets to it, I'll copy it and paste it into StreamYard so that you guys can see, because it actually gives a link to his all 54 count box of variety mixed quail eggs. That's what he's giving away. So yes, you'll be able to hatch out some quail. They're absolutely free. So you have to join Gidro's Family Farm Facebook page and also on his YouTube channel.
54 is a lot of eggs. It's a bunch.
But they're quail eggs. They're little bitty eggs.
Little bitty, okay.
Little bitty.
Little bitty.
Yeah. Though some of the jumbo eggs can get as big as a bantam egg.
And Joseph, that was my husband's arrowhead collection. Aren't they pretty neat? They're pretty neat, aren't they? Joanna, you coming up?
Joanna, come on up.
I did, yeah, Jane, I did call it a box of rocks.
She's coming up in a couple minutes, she said.
All right.
I'm sorry, baby. Yeah, that was kind of strange. She's coming up here, in here, hopping on 3 feet with that dew claw stuck to her collar.
You had to help her. She come to find you to make it all.
Yeah. Because she knows Mommy sees something wrong, Mommy's got to fix it. But that's the second time today that she's come to me with a problem. The first time she came to me with a problem, I couldn't fix it because I didn't understand what was wrong. Something scared her.
Huh.
And it scared her bad enough that she had her tail between her legs.
What scared her? You don't know?
Don't have the slightest idea what scared her. I don't know if she had a bad dream, if she heard a noise or seen something I couldn't see or hear.
And J. Mary, it wasn't a video. It was just a picture. It was just a picture.
And Aaron says they have 472 subscribers on YouTube. He might do another drawing when they hit 500. So you
Okay.
guys need to really subscribe to his channel.
Y'all go sign up, and if you win and you don't want them, you can send them to me.
That's one way of doing it.
That'll work.
Let me drop the link for Pedro.
Hey, Joanna. Hey, Joanna.
Hey ladies, how you doing tonight?
Just as crazy as ever, and you?
Oh, about the same. Cold piss and vinegar and keep going. Hello, Irene. How are you doing tonight?
Hi, Irene.
Oh, everybody's still talking about Bigfoot.
Okay, this is.
Go ahead, ma'am.
I'm dropping. Sorry, Joanne. I'm dropping the link to Aaron's YouTube channel, so you guys can subscribe and go for a drawing. The quail eggs, because you know quail's the new chicken. Chicken takes a lot of room, whereas quail, you can have 3 quail in 1 square per square foot of the cage.
Dropped you. There we go.
Hello.
Hi, Rita.
Hello, Marlene.
Hi, Rita.
Hello, Marlene.
Hey, Joanne. Hi.
Hey, Marlene, your face is familiar.
Can you hear me?
I
You
can.
sound good.
Okay.
Yeah, sound good.
I haven't done this before. I had to go through about 12 steps.
But it's not too bad though, is it? It's doable. Yeah, to get up here.
Yeah.
Are you still? Have
Yeah,
you got
you
that?
do look familiar to
That
me.
quilt all hemmed? Have you got the quilt all hemmed?
You know, I'm getting everything is. Yes, I do. It's bound. But everything, I'm getting a double feed. Am I on twice, you think?
Probably, if you got it open in YouTube, mute the YouTube. And leave the StreamYard open, but close out the YouTube.
All right. Oh,
That work? That do it?
close out the YouTube, but stay in the stream tube.
StreamYard, uh-huh.
Okay. How's that?
If 2 of them's open, one of them will do the feedback.
Okay, now I can hear yes. Right now I'm working on, I'll show you, I'll pick up my laptop. See, I got all the pieces cut out for this autumn something. Autumn.
That looks fancy.
Autumn. I think it's, autumn skies. Autumn skies.
Okay.
I was watching that on 6 different websites until I found one that was on sale.
Oh, that works.
Can you show the picture again?
Oh, yes,
I
yes.
was readjusting my. Oh,
I'm gonna make you big so we can see it. Wow, that's
That
gonna
is
be
pretty.
Yeah.
Well, it's a runner and it's a size I can do and not be overwhelmed with, you know. Yes, I got the binding on my big quilt and I did it. I watched a couple of YouTubes where they glue it down and then go over it with a machine. And it looks good.
Yeah. Okay. So you're not doing it by hand. You're sewing it down by machine then.
Well, I've done every quilt I've ever made, I've done by hand until this one.
Okay. I can't ever get the top and the bottom to line up pretty if I do them by machine. So I always just.
Well, that's what this one, Ian, the off kilter quilter showed in a YouTube tutorial on how to use Elmer's glue, for goodness sakes, and just
Yeah.
glue it perfect and press it in place with the glue in there. And then it doesn't wiggle or move or go anywhere.
Wasn't, huh? It wasn't. I can see how that would work. Yeah.
And then the
use,
Elmer's glue, when you wash it, the Elmer's glue will wash away.
I
Yeah,
use
it's a
Elmer's
washable
glue,
school glue type thing.
but I don't iron it down in case I have to shift it. I just
Oh.
wait a few minutes and be patient for it to dry enough that if I need to shift it, it's not like trying to remove cement. Because when you iron it on, you're just making it dry faster, and it really sticks.
That's
and you
true.
can't
Hello,
shift
Barb.
Hey, Barb.
it.
Barb Teresa.
Being annoying. What
Well,
are
I
you
gotta-
doing?
I got to find some readers here. Just a minute. Now I can see what I'm doing here. My husband buys these little glasses about a dozen at a time because we leave them everywhere.
Oh, yeah, you can get a 6-pack of them on Amazon.
Exactly. Must be 6 at a time.
Yep.
Been there, done it?
Yeah, I've had one pair break, and I don't, my stuff is still packed up, so I haven't found everything yet.
Did you just move somewhere?
Yeah, I just moved into a new apartment.
Oh, nice.
Rita, Cheryl wants to know what you're working on. No, she wants
What
to know what Joanne's working on.
Y'all have seen this monstrosity.
Folding fabric that I washed before I went to Tennessee and all around and put in a pile my sister buried. I was gone. I tend to wash my fabric, most of it, before I use it, as long as it's bigger than a fat quarter, and that probably goes back to when I first began, but it gets all that chemicals inside and you make sure it doesn't run. Some people don't. It's just personal. But I have a whole stack of fabric here that I washed, and I laid out nice and neat, and then while I was gone, she tried to help organize. I mean, I got this one just because it's Bassett's.
Janet, you'll have to remind us again when you're on your birthday, because I'll forget. I'll sleep between now and then, and I'll forget.
The 25th of this month. That's five days before my sister.
Barb, we have all levels between quilting and sewing and making little bags and little things, and also hey, so as quilters, seamstress.
Well,
You
but
wish
I
you
do.
could forget Janet.
Oh, Joyce will be 70 in February. I just turned 66 in May.
Happy birthday.
Well, that's 3 months ago.
Happy belated birthday.
Oh, thank you, anyhow.
I had a $5 coupon it.
And I'll be 66 in November. You know, we're pretty much all the same, pretty close to the same age.
Yep.
Am I the oldest?
How old are you?
69.
Oh, I see some.
No, Joyce
No.
is, Joyce is the same age as you are.
Okay.
She'll be
Cheryl's
70.
sneaking up on
She'll be
you.
70 in February.
Man, it is a shock to me that I'm this old.
But we're not old. You're not old until you look in the mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about right. Or try to get up out of the floor after getting down the floor to get something.
Well, see, the smart thing is is you don't get down on the floor.
Jan is 74. I'll be 60 in December.
Oh, yeah, Jan, you from Florida, yeah. Now, Aaron is young enough to be our son.
Okay.
Anyway, I had a $5 coupon that expired today at Joann's, and I found this $15 brush cotton Singer 5 fat quarter and picked it up for 49 cents.
Yeah. Joseph, we look good for mature ladies, don't we? So,
And Marilyn says she's not telling her age. She'll just say that none of us has hit her age yet.
Oh,
You know, but
I
I
think-
say this, you should be proud of your age. Because every year is another day, is another year that you cheated death.
yes, and I lost a younger sister than me, so I'm proud that she's gone now, and she was younger than me. So I'll take my
Well,
age.
My mom never saw my age. She died at 55
Mm-hmm.
wow.
from an
That's young.
aneurysm. Yeah,
Wow.
she died from an aneurysm
Oh
in the
wow!
primal part of her brain.
Thank you. Wait a minute. Thank you, Barb. She says everyone here looks great. By the way, I'm 57. Jan, I starch seams as I sell with Magic Clear starch. I just use rock cut vodka and water. Get
What?
the cheapest vodka out there. Yeah, make my own starch because I can make
With-
it my own strength and it's cheap. Just
With
go to
vodka?
the liquor store. Yeah,
Yeah, vodka's
it's
made
made out
from
of potato.
potatoes.
If you get it that's
Oh.
made from potatoes,
Potato
And you
starch.
yeah, and you get the cheapest rock cut bottom shelf, then you can mix it, and 50/50 is the same as best press and flatter, because I took somebody gave me flatter and best press, and I took my homemade potato vodka starch and I put it on 3 different sections, and I took it to like 10 of my friends who love either flatter or best press, and they couldn't tell which was which. So I just make my own.
Does it have an odor?
No,
No, vodka
Uh,
doesn't have an odor at all.
Oh,
No.
yeah, that's right.
and it
Okay.
washes right out, and it doesn't leave any white flats or anything like that. But
Well, that's neat.
when we'd run out of starch for Daddy's uniforms or vestments later on, that's how we did it.
Wow.
When we ran out of stay flow or something. But it's nice because I do like a 50/50, but if I need it stiff, I add a little more vodka. If I need it looser, add a little less vodka.
Well, I got
And
scammed on there is somebody
Go
else
ahead.
talking. I wanted to tell you I got scammed on that fake Joanne sale that was on Facebook.
Ooh.
Oh, uh-oh.
Yeah, I was dumb. I think it was the big G on my forehead for greed. I was going to get a big deal.
Mm.
But the bank reversed them so far, so
Well, Jay Mary says, hold your horses, ladies. I ain't wasting vodka on my fabric. Well, this is the stuff that'll burn a hole in your stomach, and it ain't fit for drinking. You get just the cheap potatoes vodka. It's not. It's kind of like Boone Farm strawberry stuff that you had as kids, but wouldn't drink as an adult. No, I wouldn't waste good vodka.
Well, I'm sorry, but I don't sew anymore. I used to, but I crochet instead
oh, that's nice.
That's nice, yeah.
because I can do that type of quilt.
But
That
you
type
don't
of blankets.
you don't mind being up here with us sewers tonight, do you? So.
No,
I am a jack of many trades, master of few. So
No. That isn't how it goes, Joanne. You're a jack of all trades and a master of your own destiny.
Wow.
Oh, that's nice.
Because I'm a jack of all trades and master my own destiny.
Jan, I know that you use magic. If it works for you, then that's what you use. Everybody finds different things that work for them, and that's what's amazing. And we share our tips, and some work for others and some don't. That just goes back to real young. That little thing with the vodka.
That's just like raising quail. Everybody, you do what works for you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, Denise, why your name has been replaced by 3 zeros. Not sure what happened there. And Marilyn McWhinney says, when I pass, the devil's going to say, oh crap, here she comes. My guardian angels are in therapy by now. I'm pretty sure.
That's cute.
Ladies, this has been fun. I waited 11 minutes after the alarm went off. Y'all have a blessed night.
You want to come back after you come back in if we're still here?
I don't know. A lot depends on what's going. I have to start getting ready for bed pretty soon
Well,
because I've been staying up too late and I need to catch up on some sleep too.
Well, come back again and join us soon, though, okay?
Yeah, if I
Yeah,
catch
you're always
if
welcome.
I catch you on when I'm live. I mean when I'm blah, blah, blah. If you're live next time I'm on.
Okay. Okay.
You guys have a blessed night.
Okay.
You
Good
too.
night. Get you
Sleep
some
well,
rest.
pleasant dreams. Barbara said this is cute. Stay Flow. Yeah, you can buy it by the gallon, and it is the best and cheapest. It's not a starch replacement. That's actually starch. Nancy, yeah, when I was young and dumb, Strawberry Boom Farm wine was good. Yeah, exactly. But that's the best example I had for the type of vodka I'm talking about.
Any more, that'll give us heartburn for sure.
Oh my goodness, yeah, and I never drank much as it was. Pam says, tried hanging out in the sewing room, but not much energy still. I'm sorry, Pam. I hope that you continue to feel better. Jan Mary says, night, babe, take care. And Jan says, I only drink a beer now and then. I just haven't had a drink in years. But when I was in Germany in 97 for 4.5 months, you bet your boots I drank some beer because they know how to make it. But that was a lifetime and a leg ago, so. I thought that this would make a pretty apron for fall or a table runner.
Can you make it bigger? Oh, it's coffee cups and donuts?
Coffee cups and donuts, and it's got pumpkin with latte and
Oh, that's darling.
apples, and fished it out of the. Oh yeah, I got this at. No, this was like a clearance remnant thing, so it was like a $1.50 for almost a yard, I think, or a yard. But I thought it would make either a nice fall mug bags or table runner or something like that. You don't find real good fall fabric all the time. And I'm not sure where this one came from or what I'm going to do with it. How did I get there? Thank you, Jam. Thank you, Victoria. Thank you, Nan. Jane Mary says my whiskey cabinet has cobwebs all over it, but when the SHTF comes, I have some good barter stuff. Yes, Barb, Teresa, it is cotton, and I believe I picked that up at Joanne's because every once in a while I'll go back there. And Nancy says when her kidneys are bothering her, she'll drink one. Thank you, Joseph. Yeah, Jane, it would make a cute kitchen boa. It's enough to do 2 or 3 different things with it. It's nice that they're coming out with more selections for fall, because usually you had Halloween and then you kind of basically skipped over fall. It's very skimpy for nice looking fall things, and then you had Christmas and winter.
I agree. I skip over Halloween and go straight to have Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I don't. Halloween's not my most favorite.
It's not on my radar, you know.
No, not really. I've picked up a couple with doctors and Baptists and costumes that are fun, but not much. That's why I said I don't know where this piece unfolding came from. Probably go out. It's just ghosts, but
Good night, Barb, Teresa.
night, Barb. Sleep well. Jan says she drinks coffee all day, so she needs a beer at night to sleep and counter the caffeine. Jan Martin says I don't like Halloween at all except for the candy. Get it the day after. Yeah, you raid the sale. And I have a pattern that I got free for making crayon or colored pencil roll-ups, and so I found this
That's cute.
on sale, and so I figured I would use it to make some of them. But it's a real nice little thing where smaller kids, younger kids can put their crayons or their colored pencil and put a little notepad in it. Well, I guess even older kids, because I still have crayons and colored pencils. But when I saw this, these are from like before my back surgery. I just didn't get them folded, and then I tried it off for a week. Yeah, Victoria, that evil stuff doesn't do it for me. Jane Mary's gonna listen while she does a little ironing. Well, I just popped up because Miss Rita needed a chat reader, and I needed to get this done. And folding laundry is much better with company. Joseph said, "Wow, you ladies are great designers." Thank you. Oh, crafting. Pam says she downloaded a whole bunch of free quilt patterns from Soya tonight. Yeah, they do have a pattern section. There's several places out there that have good patterns for a variety of things. And then there's a few that are inexpensive, like Tara Reid makes some very nice patterns, and she never charges much on Etsy, but they're very easy to use and read, and she's a real nice lady. She has a channel, been on for Coon's age.
Well, when I was talking to the banker today, they said that PayPal and Facebook are both essentially in cahoots with the scammers because the scammers pay for advertising in both of those places. So
Well,
she said to get a cash card, and I've never heard of a cash card before, but I assume it's a credit card that's only good for how much you load it with.
Yeah, Visa. You can get Visa or MasterCard. Go to the gas station, go to the grocery store, Target, Walmart. The only thing you have to be careful of is some have fees and some don't. Extra fees after you buy it. But I've never had to pay.
not pinning these, so I sew 2 or 3 inches and line them up. Sew 2 or 3 inches and line it up. Joanna's muted. Did she mute herself? Joanna, did you mute yourself?
Well, that's very possible. Or my dog's toe muted me. That's possible too.
I don't think I done it.
Well, no matter how careful you are, sometimes you're still gonna get caught, even if you haven't done nothing. And that one that tried to catch me, like I said, they did a small test, and then they tried to do a whopper, and my bank froze my card, thankfully. And
Thank
then they
goodness.
and then they did an investigation, and a few days later gave me back the little charge that went through, but that means I had to get a new card and have to go through all that for off.
Yeah, I had to get a new card, but it was probably time because there was some other companies with charges on there that I could not track. And
Yeah.
I know I didn't do them. So,
But I was also, I don't know if I had hit the mute or my dog hit the mute, but when I said I don't know about the advertising, but I've always had good care from PayPal for about 30 years. They've always, if there's a problem, they've always been there, fixed it. And they do the same with Venmo, their little side company. And I only know about Venmo because my nephews wanted me in 2019 to, get this off of Amazon and I'll pay you back. Okay. But they're a little company on PayPal and have the same protections. But it's nice because you can put a text in there and real easy to use. Don't use it a lot, but yeah, Jane, that is a pretty good sign. I got this for doing keychains. It's animals driving little trucks. I thought that would make good keychains. That was a clearance. Knocking things. What are you working on again?
me,
Yeah.
I'll show you. I'm putting all these little pieces together.
The pieces together for that pattern.
To get those guys.
That's pretty. I like your colors.
Oh, thanks. It said to follow the map and do it exactly, but who can read that close? So I'm just picking them out the way I want them.
Well, that's what I would do. Whatever brings you the joy, and you'll have something that's unique and not like everybody else's.
Yeah, and this kit comes with, I swear there's enough fabric here with one more charm pack, I could make a whole nother one.
Yeah.
They're real generous with the fabric pieces.
Pam is asking Miss Rita if you're going to be done with the quilt soon.
Pretty soon. I've got my top section made and my bottom section and half of the middle section. So yeah, I'm coming along. It's pretty good.
Is that the Bargello?
Yes. Yep.
Heart. It was a heart-shaped one.
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah. Can you? There's the top of my heart. Can you see the two?
Yes.
Two tops?
Yes.
And I've got a bottom, and then there's a middle section that's not as many strips, and I've got it half made. So I'm coming along. I'm making king size, so it's huge.
Pam. Pam says I need to make some baby blankets just to use that summer by cheaper fabric. And J. Mary says, back, that was fast. I think it took you longer to get to do all the stripping than it did to start piecing it together.
Well, but I've worked on it pretty hard. I've let a lot of things go in the house to work to sew on it.
It's
But I kind of
beautiful so far.
want to get done with it because so I can go on to something else. But since we're all making one, I've got to keep at it. And I know if I stop, I'll forget how I'm doing it.
I've never tackled one of those.
It's not too bad.
Jan, I know that they had people that they had went into bankruptcy, reorganized. They'll have some new management in, so it seems like Joanne's is on a better footing, but we'll see. They were pretty solid until they had like a private equity come in, and then the private equity didn't have any idea of how to run a store like that. They just wanted the money out of it. Kind of like what they did to Bed Bath & Beyond, unfortunately. Okay, I only got 3 more, I think. I got the universe. J. Mary says, question for you ladies. Iron seams open or towards the dark side or depends? I'm a seams open 99%.
I'm toward the dark.
I usually do it to the dark unless I'm going to have all of them on one side when I'm putting them together.
Mm-hmm.
Then I switch them off.
But I don't iron them open. That's not usually.
Yeah, not unless I have to.
I tend to put a little bit of a smaller stitch and iron them open because it seems to me that they lay flatter, but that could just be a illusion thing. But sometimes I'll just do it to the dark
But I
side.
never would get done if I ironed every seam open.
That's true. That's why it depends. There are times where when there's a huge amount of seams, it's like I think these guys multiplied while I was in Tennessee and running around.
Here's my bottom section.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Look how big it is, though. I can't hold it up.
Well, that'll be great for a king size.
It is. It is a king size, so it's big. I'm gonna cut it. Oh well. Now about the rest of this section to make that goes in the middle. And be about ready to put together.
How are you keeping it straight with all the little pieces, you know?
Well, I messed up a little bit, but it's got this chart.
Oh, okay.
But you have to really pay attention though, because some of them they're different. They're different widths. And of course, and then there's this chart where each fabric's got a number that goes with it that lines up here. So anyway, you just have to pay attention, and I don't sometimes. So
Joseph said, "Fantastic."
I tried my hand at an 8-piece kaleidoscope, and I made the first block, and I looked at it, and I thought that doesn't look right. And I made 2 more, and they were all awful. They weren't even round. They were oblong like a football. And I thought, something's the matter. So I tabled it. And in the middle of the night, I woke up and thought, go back to the template, make sure it's exact. And, you know, each piece was off about 2 to 3 millimeters.
And it made that difference. Mm-hmm.
So once I chopped them all down again to exactly the same size, then they went right together.
Okay.
But that was taxing for my little pea brain.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing how that small of a being off builds up and snowballs.
Right.
Nan says that is going to be amazing when you get it quilted, Rita.
It's
Joyce says that's
it's gonna
gorgeous.
be wild looking, that's for sure. So,
And Mary says, ooh, Rita, that's pretty really coming along.
It's dynamic.
Yeah, Victoria, gee, yeah. They're supposed to come in and help a company get back on its feet or to grow, and a lot of times those companies just come in to um, liquidate from behind and then leave them in even bigger mess, unfortunately. And but hopefully, and I don't buy a ton of fabric there anymore, but I do like their premium because it's nice, most of it, and sometimes I'll buy the quilter select because it's perfect for making bandanas. My sister loves bandanas, so I can get it for $2.99 a yard and make her a
Well,
whole mess of bandanas.
what do you mean the premium? Do they have their own brand that called premium?
Yeah, they have a premium line. They have novelty. They have keepsake. Then they have quilter select, which is kind of thin. So they have different levels. In their premium brand, they have like Henry Glass there sometimes, Susan Wingate. So they have some better, and it's just a thicker, better variety. And I look in the spring and in the fall when they do their last chance or clearance because you end up because their premium's the most
okay.
expensive, so you can get a real good deal on it.
Right.
And when I go for their last chance, most of it I pick up would be the nicer premium line. And keepsake is 50-50, whether or not you're going to get something thick and rough or something nice. Most of their novelty is good. I mean, I've used it and it's lasted. I don't know that I put it in quilts. And like I said, the Quilter Select is often on sale for $2.99 a yard. But it's real thin. But it's perfect for bandanas, and you can get lots of designs. And now they have this new stuff out that's supposed to be like entry level quilting. I wouldn't sell that to my dog because it's so thin you can just see right through it. I mean, it has no thread count at all, but it's supposed to be like.
Yeah,
I
if you're going to
mean,
put that much effort into it, I mean, we can always buy tissue thin stuff, but why? It's hardly worth the effort.
yeah, the managers at my Joann's were not happy with that decision, but I mean, I could get better fat quarters or whatever at Dollar General than that stuff.
Do you guys go to a Hobby Lobby?
Yeah, I was there today.
Or is the
I don't
fabric
go
on
often.
sale this week?
Yes, this week is a 40% off, and like my niece loves rainbows, so I got this for
Hey,
two. This was
Gigi.
on sale for $2.50, and it's 8 fat eights.
Oh, that's pretty good.
And I picked this up for $1.40. So she
Really?
likes rainbows. And then a friend of mine loves unicorns, so I found this. I have it upside down. I found this and the little
Very
ring.
cute.
Some of it's glittery, so that's going to her. And then this will make aprons or kitchen boas or something for Christmas.
Are those little gingerbread houses?
Gingerbread houses, snowmen, cookie cutters. Over here is sugar cookie dough being rolled out. Christmas bowl.
Very pretty. I like that.
But so and then I wasn't gonna go in, but I have a couple people that work there, and I check in with them every once in a while. My favorite thing I found was this.
Oh, the gnomes.
And their fat quarters are $1.49, and they're decent quality. I don't know who Brother Sister Company is, but they have to be a shadow company of somebody, because almost all the fabric I've gotten from that line at Hobby Lobby has been good quality. So I don't know whose shadow company they are, but or maybe their own.
I was going to say that I sort of like the quality at Hobby Lobby well above the Joanne standard stuff. But last
Yes,
year I was making clothing. Now this year I'm back to doing quilts.
I did see some Henry Glass there at Hobby Lobby. I did not see Michael Miller today, but I was trying to behave myself because I really got a little bit too much fabric right now.
Did you see any Kona cotton?
Yes, they had the Kona for 40% off, and they
Good
had a
grief.
nice selection. I
I,
think
I,
it's like $6.99 a yard when they put it 40% off. I don't use it a lot, but sometimes I do it. You were told it was Robert Kaufman. Well, it might be, but it's nice, and their fat quarters are they're nice weight, and they're not see through, and they're $1.49 a piece. So, and I have gotten some really nice fat quarters there. So it may be Robert Kaufman. The Brother Sister that you see at Hobby Lobby reminds me of the premium line, most of the premium line at Joann's, which is more, and I only do that when it's on a premium, when it's usually on clearance, because it's pricier.
well,
And they have some Singer brushed cotton at Joann's, and that's really nice soft fabric. This is Alexander Henry.
well, that's nice.
My sister loves hot air balloons, so I got this so I can make her whenever she decides what she wants. But it was a nice piece.
Come back and hang out with us again sometime, Joseph.
Night, Joseph. You have a good night.
Good
I
night.
always like a few roosters to pop in here and there. Yes,
We used to
Federal
have hot
Rangers.
air balloons land in our field all the time when the kids were little. That was so exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they have like I use wooden 2-hole 1-inch buttons for making my yo-yo angels and a few different things, and they're 99 cents every day, up to $3.49 on the pack. $3.99 ones are $1.99, but about 2-3 months ago they put them all 99 cents for their buttons, unless they're over $3.49.
Now, yo-yos are those things where you gather them up and to make a circle, sort of a.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I was at an estate yard sale probably almost 2 years ago, and there was three sizes of Yo-Yo Maker by Clover, brand new, for 10 cents. And so I thought, well, I'll grab them up, but I don't know what I want to do with it. And then I figured out how to make angels, little angels, and then Christmas trees. Good night, Pam. Sleep well.
Good night,
Rebecca
Pam.
says, my son wants me to make a doggy bib in her 49 fabric. Holy cow, it's expensive for the stuff I love, of course. Well, that's why I haunt a lot of the sales. Like this I waited and got it off of Etsy, and I think I paid $3 a yard because I put it in the basket to think, and the company sent me another 20% off on top of the sale.
Now, where was that?
Etsy.
Oh,
You can find some good deals on some good fabric or patterns on Etsy, and sometimes if you aren't ready to buy it and you're thinking about it and you put it in your cart or something, the whoever's, not always, but a lot of the times they'll send you a 10 to 20% off coupon. So
to get you to complete the deal?
yeah, to get you to complete the deal. Well, if it's already on sale for 50% off and you add that extra,
That's pretty decent.
yeah. And that's what happened with this. This was like, I think, 1.5 yards and the bolt, and they had it for like $3.99. And by the time I got the coupon and the extra sale, I think I paid like $3.25 or something for it. And this is I think this one is this Henry Glass or Alexander? So this is Quilt Shop. Sarah says, I used to be a fabric snob and only buy from quilt stores, but I've seen some really nice fabric at Hobby Lobby. I do not buy from Joanne. I get a few pieces here and there. The majority, no. Like these I got today. I got 5 back quarters brushed cotton by Singer for 49 cents with my coupon.
Very
at
cute.
Joann's. And they're regularly 14, which I think is crazy, but they're decent. They're decent for making different things out of, and they're soft. Singer makes very soft brushed cotton fat quarters. Depends on what I'm working on. And that's about the only thing. Oh, I did buy some of this to make Christmas trees out of it somewhere in here. Oh, this. To make some of my fabric Christmas trees out of. But you just have to feel it and check it out. And I liked this, but I couldn't order it. It was on sale and I couldn't order it and add the 25% off coupon because it said not in stock. So I talked to the manager and he gave me the 25% off on top of the
Nice.
sale. Yeah, sometimes I'll order things to get the extra discount.
Good job, Joanne.
Thinking.
We like a bargain.
We do. Well, they overprice a lot of their stuff. I mean, a layer cake is $59.99 MSRP. And then of course they throw in a sale and people think, ooh, I can get this for the same price as you get one from a quilt shop. And it's like, Rebecca says, Rita, your shipping cost sure is better than Etsy fabric I buy. Thank you for not ripping me off. I sure love that last fabric I bought from you. Thank you, J. Mary. Sarah says, I've had some bad luck with fabric at Joann's. They bled when you wash them. If I starch them, color runs out in the tub. I haven't had any more, but then I'm selective about what I buy there and the tier of quality. I haven't had any more problems with Joann's bleeding than some quilt stores or Hobby Lobby, but and Rita has great prices on fabric if it's, when it's.
I do, and it's all name brand stuff.
It's beautiful. You pick really pretty stuff too.
Most of it's under the umbrella Moda, isn't it?
Most of it, Riley Blake. It's the name brands.
Yeah.
I found you on the internet because you were selling chicken stuff. And one of my twin daughters is nuts for chickens.
Okay.
So she's babysitting 24 chickens for 2 weeks while her best friend has the 3rd baby or 4th baby or something. So every night after she gets her 3 children ready for bed, then the husband takes over and she goes across town to check on those 24 chickens.
Chickens, wow.
That's crazy.
Crazy, yeah.
But she's just nuts for him. So I made a chicken runner Oh, I'll show it to you. Let me get it.
Okay. Okay.
All right, I'm on mute. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I keep all my projects in these beautiful pizza boxes. They're never been used, and so they don't stink or anything.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea if you get a hold of them. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, they're only here. That I was paying 25 cents a box, and you can't buy a storage box for that price. So here's the pattern.
I'm gonna make you big, okay?
Okay,
Oh, that's oh look how cute those are. Look at that.
and it's really quite much bigger than I thought. It's
Oh, they are. They're pretty good sized blocks. Oh,
can you see them okay?
yeah, I can see them pretty good. The
I
flowers.
gotta put their legs on them left. That's the only part that I have left to do. But
Isn't
see,
that-
there's your green border I got from you.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, it goes real good with it, don't it?
It's perfect.
Yeah. I love that. That's sweet.
Thank you. Well, that's my chicken girl.
Oh, you did
Let's see.
Rita's chickens.
Do I have all my fabric on the website? The only one that said out of stock. I don't. Most of them's on there, J. Mary. If they sell out, they wouldn't be. And I have a hard time keeping that thing. Y'all that order from me, let me make you small again. You don't want to stay big. But when people come in the store and buy stuff, and then I sell it online, it's hard to keep the inventory all straight. Just so y'all know, I ain't doing that on purpose, but.
My friend at Walgreens wanted buy something angel for Christmas, so I'm gonna make some of these.
Oh, can you
They're
make yourself
ornaments.
bigger so we can see it?
I can take it out of the package, but
I'll have to do that. Let me get back over there.
Okay.
and then this is a pin cushion, and the little ribbon off the back wings holds clips, but I wouldn't use it as a pin cushion.
I want to see it, Rita. Oh, is that a big bow on something?
It's a charming pocket angel, so it's an ornament, and these are the wings, and you have the head here, and then you have the little wrapper, and it has a little pocket that you can stick a poem or a dollar or kisses. And this one is a pincushion angel. You have your wings here, and then you have the body, and on the back of it, the ribbon holds your clips if you want. Although I don't know that I'd be sticking a pin in an angel, but it worked for what she wants. I mean, she was very excited, so she was like, "Oh, 2 of those and 1 of those," but you see, it hangs up like that.
It looks really darling.
Yeah, and these are 5-inch squares. There's a real good tutorial on shabby fabric, but the back so hard to show. But the back of these, she had them set up on the shelf, but my friend really loves angels, and she wanted me to come up with something for Christmas. But if you can find this, oh shoot, I hate when I can't get these guys to sync. Come on, I can do this. Never mind. I'll have to pull it out. Anyway, I make these garbage bag, grocery bag holders in their chicken hanging upside down by their feet. And
is it in that picture, Joanne? I can't tell.
It's right here.
And so it's a chicken hanging by its feet, and
there,
you
can see it.
Oh, that's funny looking.
And then you stuff the grocery bags in its bone.
Oh, I want to know how to do that one.
Well, I have to see how I didn't want to pay for patterns. I've been making them for 3 or 4 years. There's a German website German
Mhm.
creator, and I just had it translated to English, and they're not hard to make at all. That's like a couple fat quarters and some scraps.
Where do I find that?
Let me see if I can find her. But I saw them and I thought, I want one of those because I don't. Rita, you can make me small anytime you're ready. Um, who is it? I'm looking here to find. Oops, wait a minute. The website is RAIN Rhine STICH.de, and if you have, it'll come up in German, but if you have, your website will translate it. And what I did was I just copied it and put in my notes. And
Joanne, when you were saying and spelling it, I couldn't hear you over the sewing machine. Can you do it one more time?
It's RAINSTICH.de, and it's a
So
chicken
like
grocery
the
bag.
Rhine River
Yes,
Stitch DE. Okay.
because she's out of Germany.
Right.
And I had to, a couple things you have to kind of futz with, but it's pretty simple, and it basically takes a couple fat quarters and then some scraps for the legs and stuff. But I find they're more fun than tubes in the kitchen, is having this chicken hanging up.
That
And you
is so
said,
darn funny looking. I know that my daughters would get a wallop out
thank
of
you,
that.
Rebecca.
Would, yeah.
And like I said, it's not. Well, I can go sit down because I folded everything. Basically you draw the pattern. There's a pattern, and you get it off the website, and you draw the beak on a scrap of red fabric and sew it and leave the bottom open. You don't cut it out, you sew it because it's smaller, and then you stuff it, and then you sew them all in and put a little elastic on the bottom. I have a partially one done here. I guess would have been easier, but it's doing laundry. So this one needs its
Yeah.
wings. No, it has its wings. So this one just needs its legs. So see, I take the scraps and put the template and draw it on each of these red scraps and stuff it. And then you put it in and stuff the head, and then you sew around the body and put the wings on. There's a template for that. And then I'll put my elastic in here, and then the legs will go on the
Oh,
bottom.
that's cute.
And then I'll just take ribbon and tie it, and the chicken hangs. So this chicken just needs its legs. It's elastic. I have a little tunnel here to put the elastic in, and it needs its legs, and it's all ready to stuff with grocery bags and its foam. But I saw this about 3.5 years ago, and I really wanted to try it, and the patterns are outrageous, so I kept searching, and I found it in German. And then I got Google to translate it and found that it's not that hard to put together, and it's funny.
It's
And
really.
this is just, I just used like a fat quarter of this bubble fabric. I have some wings and bodies cut out and partially done in this blue teal.
Well, how do you get it to translate for you?
If you go up at the top, okay, if you go into a website, in the top corner there should be a drop down list, and it'll say translate. It'll also say request desktop website. You can make the text size bigger and smaller, but on mine it's the left upper hand corner, and there's a drop down list
Okay.
that shows you like And one thing it'll have in there is translate the website.
Okay, I got to get a power cord. Just a minute.
Miss Rita, keep sewing.
I'm going to. I had to get another strip ready.
Sarah says we are doing guessing everybody's ages. I'm long arming in the other room. Jan says I don't wash or wait a minute. My chat went backwards or something. Yeah, it went back an hour. Whoops.
Good night, Sarah. Sarah's leaving to go do laundry.
Night, Sarah.
Yeah, Jane says you can search for upside down chicken grocery bag holders. I don't know what happened unless I'm just getting tired. Is that better, Jane Mary? Be like that one day that Rita and I were almost hollering at each other so everybody could hear. They're not going to get hung by themselves, Sarah says. Oh, the laundry. Well, the search will show you about what I just showed you with this one that I forgot was laying. And it almost looks like you have a dead chicken in your sewing machine because you have these feet sticking out when you're putting it together and this head hanging off.
I think
You have a
it's
good
funny.
Well, I know that the tube ones are easy to make, but I don't think they take much less time than doing this to make it. Well, maybe to make the tube grocery bag holders, but this is funner. And they don't fall out the bottom because they get stuck by the head and you just pull them out. They hold quite a bit. If you want it to hold more bags, you just make its body down here just a bit longer.
Okay.
But that's the whole area that holds bags. So the picture that I couldn't get you to see was pretty stuffed. Chicken parts. Oh, I need to put this light on the shelf. But I will tell you when it says to use a scrap of fabric and draw the template out and then sew it, your wisest to do that than trying to cut it out and sew it. You draw the template on a piece of fabric that is slightly bigger than the foot or the comb or the beak, and you sew it together, and then you trim it and you turn it right side out, and then you stuff it. Because that makes it so much easier to sew these pieces together than to cut out the beak shape and then try and sew it. And then you stuff it. This one didn't get stuffed real good, but oh well. It's got a fat head. It's gonna be hanging upside down. I've got like 4 or 5 legs laying here on the shelf. Wings. I'll finish that. But see, the template, it's like 2 or 3 pages and you download it and tape it together. And what I do is I put this on a piece of fabric that's about maybe an inch wider, sew it, and then trim it, and then turn it and stuff it.
Okay, I can do that if I have a pattern.
Well, there's several places that have patterns. There may be another place that has a free pattern now because this was about 2.5, 3 years ago. And I went to that German website. And she put up a free template and everything. What are you doing and what are you getting into, son? You're really not supposed to be under there, but I'm not going to futz with you tonight. Oh, Rita's on a roll. I love the sound of a sewing machine, especially an older, like featherweights.
Marlene, what are you sewing on?
I'm just putting these pieces together now.
Your sewing machine. What's your sewing machine?
Oh, it's a brother.
All right.
It's just one step up from Walmart.
Okay. I sew on a brother too. But I like this one.
I got the one that'll do embroidery so I can make labels, but
Oh.
it's so time consuming to figure it out that I've only made a few labels.
Okay.
J. Mary said good night. And for all of us
Good
to
night.
take care.
Good night, J. Mary.
You guys stop stealing the Christmas trees. They're not stuffed yet. My children are misbehaved. See, they stole the Christmas tree and it needs to be stuffed. I know I'm a mess in here right now, but no stealing the Christmas trees. I gotta stuff them for people. You guys make a mess. You're not helpful in my cleaning up my mess. Oh, I didn't know I had that over here. Well, sometimes you help me find things. Hello, bit. Yeah, I'm a little Velcro dog. You coming up here? You gonna get up on a fabrics and stuff where you shouldn't be. So who's left? We got Jan. Gigi. Hello, Gigi.
Gigi's been in here for a while.
Yeah, I just noticed her. She saw a video today about using a regular printer to print fabric using freezer paper. I've got to try it sometime. Yeah, I saw that one too. I've seen it different places, and it's worth a try. I thought about it. I got enough freezer paper to go through Armageddon because I got it when they were clearancing it. So I wouldn't have to search for it because I use it for templates too. So Donna says, so yeah, it's raffling off a creamsicle colored featherweight in October. It's real pretty. It's probably similar to the one they did last year. Threw into the raffle at the last minute. Last year. It's a good draw. Get more people to buy tickets. So in a beauty like that, that'll hook people in. Where'd you go, little thing? 1, 2. Oh, there you are, you crazy thing. Trying to count my children. Yeah, I imagine is they have somebody that redoes them because, like I said, they pulled out one that I think kind of looked like a creamsicle or salmon color at the last minute when they were drawing tickets and said you could get a $6,900 machine or take it. And the first lady that won the raffle grabbed the featherweight. I think I would have grabbed the $6,900 machine and found a featherweight for $400.
Yeah, I think I would have too.
Well, it just didn't seem like the featherweight, even restored and painted, was worth the value of the bigger prize where you either got furniture you got your choice of sewing machine, or you could go on their retreat, all expenses paid, except for I think Uber and food. But it just seemed like the featherweight ended up putting more money from the raffle towards their profit. Because it was nowhere near 7,000. But they would have gotten you like a Bernina 770 or the top of the line Surder for Bernina, top of the line Brother, or any of those things. But you know, it was tempting and it was pretty. Donna, you should find an inexpensive featherweight and send it to So Terry and have So Terry do her magic.
Mm-hmm.
So so that's the top on the wall, and then you have the bottom on the chair,
That's the top.
and then you have the bottom
This
that you would
this is the
sew in.
bottom, and
So you're
I'm
doing
working on the middle section, and it's and you take all these pieces and stick them all back together the way they're supposed to go. But then it's down to the ends and the pieces.
I imagine that can get sometimes a little confusing. You have to be careful. Somebody was having a problem. Oh, Donnell was having a problem with that tonight. She kept putting, I think it was Donnell, maybe it was somebody else, but they were having trouble with two colors. And then they finally, it was Kathy, the green name quilter. And finally she realized she got her greens mixed up. So the third time she pulled out Jack, she got it straightened out.
But I think I'm one strip short, and I've left the stuff up at the other house, so I can't cut it till I get up there. And when I cut all the strips, I had maybe that much left over, so I've got enough to cut another one. But I don't think I'm going to be able to put it together until I do that.
Well, that means you're real close, huh?
I'm close, yeah.
Well, it looks like my chat friend is making progress on her project.
What project is that?
Yours.
Oh, me.
Looks like
Okay.
you're making progress.
Well,
you remember that red Christmas tree fabric I showed you? They'll make that. I got those to make some of these.
I remember making those kind of trees years ago.
Yeah.
We must have made 10 of them. It was a lot of trees, but it made a little forest, and the kids loved throwing them at each other.
Yeah, my dogs ran off. I haven't gotten this one fully stuffed, and I found out that they somehow a couple of my wieners ran off with it. I'm like, bring that back here. But I do the medium. I do the medium and the small. I don't do that large and extra large. The extra large, I think, is 3 or 4 feet high. But yeah, a lot of people like them, so I do them in different fabrics. And I saw that with the little Christmas trees on it and thought it'd be fun.
Yeah,
Donna, you still awake? Oh, go ahead, ma'am.
I pinned all these pieces together, so now I can just chain piece them.
That makes it nice. Oh, here's my baby. My Velcro doggy. Come say good night.
Hi, puppy.
Oh,
yeah,
crap.
good night, puppy.
Oh, he'll stay up here and get behind me and push me slowly off the chair. But the other two are over. And two of the others are, one's under the table on a blanket, and the other one's on their bed right here. But he usually comes up. He usually comes up almost as soon as I sit down. But tonight, I'm not sure if he knows what he's doing. All right, buddy? You
I'll
Paul
show you.
bothering you?
Hey, Joanne, I'll show you my doggie. She's a big,
Oh,
Oh,
he's a big puppy.
beautiful.
she's a big
She's
fur
big.
ball.
Yeah.
I have to keep her shaved, otherwise she gets wild and woolly.
I have two long hairs.
Hmm.
And this one was a rescue because he has a rare deformity of his paw.
Oh.
And the breeder wasn't gonna sell him, but she wasn't gonna take care of him.
Hmm.
She was just gonna let his paw get infected or whatever. Let nature, and so he rescued me, or I rescued him, and we had to take his thumb off because it was like that long and catching on stuff.
Really?
In this paw, yeah, because it's rare, but and so he uses it mainly for balance. We decided to leave it on to help support his other leg.
Is it long like that now?
No, we had it removed when he was 5 months old, 6 months old when we had him neutered. We told the vet because I was afraid it was going to tear off because it kept getting caught in things.
Yeah.
But the bones didn't form correctly. Now he's going, I'm not going to look at you because you touched my bad paw. But his best buddy is a 60-pound basset hound, and who's his age, and they run around and wrestle together. And if you don't sit on my stump, you don't slide off. If you sit on my sound leg, you got more of a footing. You know that. But I have a long-haired black dachshund, and black and brown and black and tan, and we call him Wooly because he just.
Yeah, I had to get a poodle because of my allergies. But I don't sneeze quite as much with a poodle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, poodles, King Charles, Springer Cavalier something. They're very hypoallergenic, but they
I
do
didn't
need
know that
grooming.
about those Cavaliers.
Yeah, my sister had one. My sister-in-law and oldest brother had one because they were hypoallergenic. There's not many breeds out there, but then you've got to have them groomed and bathed so they don't do the dander. But poodles grow hair like humans do, not like regular dogs do. That's why they don't shed as much. It's kind of weird.
Well, this one is sort of new to me. I've only had her a few months, but my previous dog died unexpectedly, just broke my heart. But I started calling around and seeing if there was any puppies that were returned, or people had to move away or something, so that I didn't have to pay for a full price dog, And she was with some elderly folks about 5 hours from me. And they couldn't take care of her because she's sort of a big bouncy dog, But worked out perfect because she doesn't make a mess in the house, and my previous dog was not perfect.
Well, she's young, and you said she's still young?
Well, she's 8.
Oh, 8. Wow.
So she's not really a baby, but she's a big dog and needs to run around. So I do have a yard she can run in.
Well, it sounds like though they trained her well, so that but she is big.
Yeah, I love the big dog.
I've never I have taken care of my nephew's border collie mix for almost 15 years, and the our new little toot has worsening dementia.
Oh my.
So she probably won't be with us much longer, but I've never been a big dog fan. Bassets are probably the biggest dog I've ever fallen in love with, and they're big by weight, but not size, because they're low and slow and slobbery most of the time. Lazy. Well, at least our first Basset stayed with us for 16 years, and he was worse on the slobbery part, and but they can be real bass holes. But they're good dogs, Bassets. But they're hunters too. They go after rodents and small game. And dachshunds are badger dogs. We never trained ours. But don't let a possum or something come in the yard, because they'll go after it. Because of instinct. Won't you? Won't you, little thing? They're all saying it's about bedtime because they're all spread out.
Well, I had some ice cream with coffee beans in it, and I think I'll be sewing a while.
I need 2 or 3 more pieces that I don't have down here, so I'm stuck.
I'm sorry.
So close, but I'm stuck.
Oh.
That's frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
Good boy, Mocha. All the dogs are starting.
Is anybody still over in Chad? It's not moved over here on mine for a while. Y'all awake over there? Last one I see, Donna Armstrong mentions a creamsicle colored featherweight, and that's the last comment I've gotten.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I did a roll call, and I got Gigi and Donna popped up, and I think Jan.
but that was at 10:30, and it's 10:47.
Yeah.
Hey, Rebecca. There's Rebecca. There's Jean. There you are, Jean. Donna's still here.
Rebecca's listening. Jay Badsey behind you on the wall. And Donna says, I'm still here.
Yeah, I saw those comments.
Well, it's almost midnight here, so.
Yeah.
Really? What time is it here for me? It's 8:45 for 8:47 for me. It is getting to be bedtime.
Mm-hmm. It's 10:48 here. I'm Central Time, so it's 10:48. Oh, Marilyn, you still up? It's past your bedtime, Marilyn. You better get in bed. It's past your bedtime.
Thank you, Denise. Denise says she's here listening. Joanna tells good stories.
That you do.
I'll get that, I guess, from my daddy. He was a storyteller and a preacher man later in his life.
Well, no, Jean, I just made those and put back there. I need some more yellow is what I need. And I went through all this, and there's none of that yellow. I made those, and I need 5 or 6 more that line up. So it's not there, Jean.
No, it's not. If you only need 2 or 3 pieces, and they're all the way in the dark over by where Bigfoot lives.
There's no yellow, and I need some more yellow.
It didn't slide on the floor, did it?
I looked. I got up and looked.
Okay.
I think I just need to cut some more.
Nancy is
I have an extra piece that I can cut up of the tube I made, so it'll be okay. It's just not going to be okay tonight.
And Nancy's here.
Yeah, Nancy's still here.
And Marilyn says she's got nothing to say. Rebecca said 8:48. LOL.
I guess I could work on that. On that little top piece.
And Donna says she's not seeing comments on my TV. Oh, Marilyn, yeah, I'll probably, if I lay down, I'll sleep for about an hour and then I'll be back up till about 6 and then I'll rest for an hour or so and then get up and work on the day.
Wow, that's not a
So,
lot of sleep, Joanne. Is
been
that your
that way
regular sleep pattern?
since I was 7.
Oh, well, then you must be used to it.
Past year or so, I occasionally can catch a cat nap in the afternoon, especially after I've had like surgery or it's been stressful. But yeah, I've been doing it a long time, and I made peace with it and stopped fighting with it. And in the evening, a lot of times, or in the wee hours, I sit and do quiet activities that let my mind, pray, listen to worship music, listen to sermons, or learn something new about quilting, or stalk YouTube, or read, or do quiet sewing, and it lets my mind be active but my body rest, and it makes up for the hours I don't get. Marilyn says your quilt is telling you that you need a break.
Is that what it is?
Well, I don't know. That's what Marilyn says. But yeah, I've been doing it a long time. I don't remember what an 8-hour night is. Make it work, don't we, buddy? Yeah, it's baby. I know. You want me to go over to the recliner, don't you? Oh, Donna's daughter made it to Seattle today. The cruise starts tomorrow.
Oh, going on a cruise. Why didn't you go with her, Donna? You should have tagged along.
I've only been on one cruise, and that was from Nova Scotia back to the United States, and it was like 1 or 2 overnights across the ocean. Drove your cars in, and you got rooms. And I think I was 14. Must have been 13 because my brother was 17 when he aggravated the dog, and he bit his eyebrow, and he still has the scar. But he was tormenting the dog, and he had to go get stitches right above his eye on this side. We were in Nova Scotia, so I must have been 13, but it was cool. My aunt and uncle owned the cabin, still in the family on that side. But that was about enough for me for cruises. I've ridden a camel.
You have?
On Mount Carmel overlooking Jerusalem in March of 2017. I straddled up on a camel, and the camel took probably 4 or 5 steps, and my brother freaked out because he was a one-legged lady on a camel, and he was afraid I hurt myself, so we got into an argument, and so he said, put the camel down.
Did y'all go as a family then when you went there? Did you go as the whole family go?
No, he was running a marathon, and so he called me 2 or 3 months, and he said, if you want to tag along, you can. So Mom went, and then his wife went, and he did the marathon the first week, and then the second week we went like to Bethlehem, and we went down into Jerusalem to the cathedral where supposedly
and you said he was older than you. Was this in some kind of senior marathon though?
He's 4 years older than I am. No, he decided when he turned 50 he was going to run marathons, so he's been doing it but for about 14 years now. And I don't think he does it as much, but that was 2017, so that was 7 years ago. I don't know how much he's doing it now, but Donna says, no way I could afford to board 4 pets. I don't like to fly, and cruise ships would freak me out. Marilyn says, my mind goes 100 miles per hour. I'm surprised I don't get a speeding ticket. But I think he didn't want Mom to be in a room alone or anything, so we sat there and played Scrabble on our phones. because she never had a deep conversation with me besides how's the weather and how's the dog. But it was nice because got to the Wailing Wall and the Holocaust Museum in Bethlehem and the Dead Sea, and I got to ride a camel on Mount Carmel overlooking Jerusalem.
That would be a super memory.
Even though it was short, I should have put my foot down and said, no, I'm going to ride this thing around like my sister-in-law. I'm up here and I'm balanced.
And Joyce says, it's been fun. Have a good night, everyone. Bye. Bye, Joyce. Have a good night.
Joyce.
Good night.
Have a good sleep. And then we spent the last night in Tel Aviv, or the last day wandering around Tel Aviv, and we spent the night and then we flew out. It was a good 2 weeks. I wish I was as healthy then as I am now, but.
And Rebecca says good night. She's enjoyed it. So good night, Rebecca.
Night, Rebecca. I've had some crazy adventures, haven't I? Both one-legged and two-legged.
As y'all start dropping off, we'll get ready to say good night too. But only 2 of you said good night. So.
Well, we had a run there, Miss Rita.
We did. I know we did.
And then they came out of the, when you did a roll call this time, more of them came out of the woodwork going, I'm lurking.
Because I'm at a stuck place. I can't do nothing until I cut some more pieces.
Well, you don't have to stay on.
Or find the lost ones. We've been on for 2 hours. Don't time go just fly by?
It does.
Where did I put my phone? Oh, it's right here. I'm getting a little ding. I did get most of my shelf organized. Found the fabrics my sister was so helpful to put away that I had set out for projects. Now I just have to get the rest of them on the shelf. And then that 6th shelf will be
you've got enough fabric just right there behind you. You could sew a rest of a lifetime. And then
yeah.
More and more.
And then
let's see. Denise says I'm not a quick typist and my cursor keeps getting away from me.
Good night, Nancy.
Good night, Nancy.
Good night, Nancy.
No, and Donna, I have sent Frances a message, but I've not heard from her. She comments on Facebook, but I can't find out how they're doing. So I haven't heard from her.
I do, Miss Rita, but one day when I get done with doing surgeries and burying people and all that kind of stuff, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to start sewing, and you're going to see that stack disappear. Of course, it's gone down and then been refilled and gone down.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, because you're all the time going shopping. You tell us that, so.
Well, but I'm during the pandemic, when I started sewing again, seriously, after a big hiatus, I pretty much didn't have anything, and so you were scraping and scrapping to get stuff. And so I picked up a bunch of stuff inexpensively, and it's good stuff. It worked for masks and starting out, but then I found my foot, and what I like, and so that's basically, I've gotten much more selective. And it depends on what people
Hello,
ask me to do.
Linda Hauser. We were just fixing to tell everybody good night. You still up, though? You're just getting here, and we're fixing to head out in a minute. As soon as I can pull myself away from here.
And Miss Rita, it depends on what I'm working on, because like I have fabric that I use basically for key fobs because it's the right size. I have stuff for Christmas trees, stuff for chicken. So, and I got stuff for quilts. I've got the Exploding Heart quilt, and I need to get started on it because I got it last March when I got my new machine Phoenix. Things to do, things to do. But then you
Oh,
have
yeah.
interruptions, like the lady asking for angels, and she wants 3 of them, so I gotta get them done.
Hmm.
Linda's been uploading videos. That sounds cool.
Well, I do think I'm going to sign off and get ready for bed. So we'll meet up again tomorrow
Here's the
somewhere.
last
Probably.
piece. Here's the last piece, Rita, and then I'm going to say goodnight.
You saw the last piece. We'll wait till you saw the last piece.
Thank you, Miss Rita. I
Done.
appreciate it.
Are you done? All right, good. Yay!
All the pieces are put together, you know.
I
Right
sold
at midnight.
all my yellow pieces. If I had some more solid yellow, I could keep going, but I don't.
This is real fun. Now, do we do this every Saturday night?
Well, we do it whenever I do it.
Okay.
I just pop
When it-
up. I don't have no set time or day or nothing. It's just when I want to, which is pretty often, day or night,
Yeah.
either one. So
I pretty
If
much
she-
watch all of it.
If she goes too long in between popping up, we get Rita withdrawals, and we'll have to go check
they
on her.
do. They think something's wrong with me if I don't come up every few hours.
Well, no, I'm talking 2 or 3 days when you get real.
I
I'm
know.
busy,
Hey, but
we miss
there's
you.
been times that I've come on morning, noon, and night. So there you
Oh
go.
yeah, we have spent some time,
That
some long
not-
stretches on here,
We have.
but it's good because, like I said, I hate folding laundry by myself because it seems to take longer. So there's different things where it's just nice to have company.
Mhm.
Linda's still here.
And Jean's saying good night. Good night, Jean. And Linda's still here.
Good night.
Linda, you need to get in bed too. We actually all need to go to bed. I tell them we need our beauty sleep. So
Okay,
Good
well,
night, y'all.
nice visiting with you, Joanne and Miss Rita. Miss
Yes,
Rita,
ma'am.
okay.
I'm gonna pop off of here, Miss Rita, so you can wind down.
okay. All right.
Bye.
Good night, everybody. We'll see you again soon. So
Me too.